What's up, guys? Will H, and today we're taking a look at the TOZO HT3 Adaptive Hybrid Active Noise Canceling Headphones. Big shout out to TOZO for sending these over for a review. I'll drop the product purchase link down below. So some of the features and details. These will come in black, khaki, or white. They have two large 40mm drivers. That's going to have powerful bass, clear mids, and crispy highs. Now these are be great for listening to your music, watching movies, or gaming. They feature all-day comfort with soft protein leather ear pads. These have negative 45 dB noise canceling. Now they have something that they call Smart Environment Active Noise Cancellation. They feature 4 noise canceling microphones that are going to auto detect your surrounding noise. They have 90 hours of playback time with a 500 milliamp hour battery. They feature premium high-res audio, 6.0 Bluetooth, 360-degree spatial audio, and AI chat. They feature dual mode connectivity with Bluetooth, so you're going to be able to connect to your phone and your computer at the same time. You can also use the 3.5mm aux-in. They also feature the TOZO app, which has 6 noise canceling modes, 32 types of EQ, and customized touch controls as well. So those are a few of the features and details. Here's the box that it comes in. I've already took the liberty of taking off the plastic. So here we are. You got TOZO. They got their website right there, high-res audio, Origin X, and then they tell you which model these are, the HT3. Now, I've had the HT2. My grandson is enjoying those now. I gave them to him, and he's enjoying them. So here's the back of the box. Some of the same stuff I read off right here. High-res audio, 40mm dynamic drivers, spatial audio effect, TOZO AI for translation, voice and chat, adaptive hybrid active noise cancellation. You get your ENC call noise cancellation as well. TOZO app with preset EQ and more features, and multi-point connection. Low latency mode is one that I did not mention, so you're going to get that. Let's go ahead and get into the box, check this out, see what's in it. So first in the box, you're going to get a couple of cables here. Let's go ahead and get this open and see what we got. So you're going to get your 3.5 to 3.5 right there, aux-in, and then you're going to get a USB-A to USB-C. And then let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff out here. So that is it in the box. So you're going to get a card here. You guys see right there. Now this will work with Apple and Google Play Store. You're going to get your quick start guide. That's going to let you know everything you need to know about getting these hooked up. You get a user's manual as well. We'll go over all of this stuff later. And then we get our headphones. So no carrying case. So that's one thing that I wish they had. So they sent me out the black ones. So these are made out of plastic, but they feel very durable so far. Very compact in size right here. You guys see the TOZO branding on each one of them. You got 2 microphones or some microphones here as well. And just feel lightweight, man. So opening them up, you guys see that they do swivel in and out right here. Very flexible right here as well. I'm going to flip them over. Now you guys see that they're marked left and right there. The protein leather up here is very soft. You can adjust these. They do have markings, so if you're someone that know the size that you want right out of the box, you can go ahead and set that and then put them on your head. And then, yeah, so they feel comfortable, man. Feel lightweight, I should say. I haven't tried them on to see how comfortable. So looking at the buttons here, you got your power button, your volume up and down, your 3.5, and you got your type C and your noise canceling button right there as well. So we're going to take a look at those buttons, see how well they work as well. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and hook these up to my phone. We'll take a look at the app, and then I'll let you guys know what they sound like from a non-audiophile type guy. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we're back in. I've downloaded the TOZO app here on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. This also works with Apple devices as well, so not strictly for Android. So the first thing we have to do is pair the headphones to the device here, and then pair the headphones to the app. So let's go ahead and turn on the power on the headphones, see if they have any power. There's an audible, and we should get a flashing light here showing that they're in the pairing mode. So let's go to the Bluetooth over here on the Z Fold 7. Let's look for them. There they are, TOZO HT3. I'm going to go ahead and try and pair them. There's your pair request. We're going to go ahead and pair. And the light has stopped flashing, so that means that they're paired. Let's go ahead and go into settings, and I want to check out what it says about the TOZO HT3. So here it is. So we're going to hit the little gear. So it tells you the name, tells you that to connect it. You can toggle on calls, audio. You can rename this. This is the headphones here. Audio type device. If you hit that, you got speaker, headphones, speaker, and other. We're going to leave it on headphones. You can rename it, disconnect, and unpair. So that's what you get without the app right there. So let's go into the app. When you open up the app, you do have to sign in or make an account. So we're going to go ahead and look for a device. Popped up right away, TOZO HT3. We're going to go ahead and connect these. So as you guys see, it pops up right away. It's going to give you a little disclaimer here. Voice control now supports more functions. When you see this icon, it means the feature can be controlled by voice. Okay, so that's nice to know. So we're going to skip that. So at the top, you guys see HT3. Locations are off. If I wanted to add another device, when connecting a new device, you need to disconnect the current device. We don't want to do that. You can see the battery percentage, and you see the device right there. So we're in the ANC mode here. You got your noise canceling, transparency mode, leisure mode, reduce wind mode, normal mode, adaptive mode. So that's what you're in. And if we go over to the EQs, you can set your own customized EQ here. You can go to the EQ zone. These are customized EQs that other people have made, and you're allowed to download them. You can go to sound effects. Now these are your 32 preset EQs that you have here. So you got stuff like country, R&B, crazy, folk, awake. You guys can see it's just a whole host of them here, or you can customize your own. So going back out, you got your sound mode, you got music mode and spatial audio. And then you have your voice control. This feature is currently restricted and cannot be used properly. Please enable the floating window press. So we're going to go to allow this to run in the background. Here it is. So we'll go back. And this is voice control. So now that is activated. And next we're going to have our settings. So in here you got your low latency mode. You can toggle on. Over there, update, find my earbuds. Let's see what that sounds like. So you guys see if you lose them, then there's an audible. So I'm going to stop, and it's pretty loud and annoying as well. So function sorting, you got ANC, EQ, sound mode. Okay, so you can rearrange those. You can balance your volume right there. And then you got your AI stuff here, meeting recording and real-time translation, face-to-face translate, and AI chat. So I'm going to try and check this stuff out, and I'll let you guys know what I think about that as well. So you got your Explorer. Now these are going to be like your relaxation sounds that you get here. So you got soothing, relax, hypnotic, absolute. You just got different ones here that you can choose. This is for like if you want to sleep and you need to have that background noise going. So you got your community here where you can connect with other folks. You got your product page here, and then My TOZO. This is where you're going to have your collection of EQs, if you have any, your orders, activity, problem feedback, feature, frequently asked questions, customer service, about, and settings. So that is pretty much the app right there, guys. You get everything you need here, pretty robust. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use these, and in the next part of the video, I'll tell you what I think about them. Okay guys, so we're back in. It's been several days since I made the first part of the video, and I have to tell you that I really do like these headphones right here. So this is coming from a guy that is not an audiophile, so just keep that in mind. Now I was able to use these with several different devices. I use them with my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, Bluetooth. I use them with my laptop. I had them wired into that. I use them with my iPhone 17 Pro Max. I use them wired, connected to that with this little dongle right here. Now this is my sync wire. It has a 3.5 and a Type-C port here on the, has a Type-C on the other end. Now this has a DAC in it as well. So I'll leave a link for this if you would be interested in that. And I also use them with my iPad. So I do like the dual connectivity aspect of these as well, but I think they sound great. So let's get into it right now. So first I want to talk about comfort and fit. Now these are made out of a lightweight plastic, and they do feel great on the ear. So lightweight you almost forget that they're there, but they do feel solid in construction as well. Now the memory, the protein leather ear cups here definitely feel very soft on your ears. Now, I have small ears, so these cover my ears completely, and I didn't feel any discomfort or felt like I needed to take them off or sweat or anything like that. Now, as soon as you put these on, they're going to cut down on the outside noise quite a bit. And then when you activate ANC, you completely don't hear anything outside. Now, if you want to use transparency mode, it's good as well. I was able to have conversations outside with transparency mode on, but when you activate ANC, you're in a different level. So comfort and fit was great on these. Now, let's talk about the controls and buttons. Once you figure out the orientation on these and where everything is, you're not going to have any issues with the buttons. They're very responsive, very clicky, and very easy to use on here as well. So activating the transparency, noise cancellation, or just turning that off, very easy, and you get an audible inside of it, so you know where you are. The volume up and down, fast forward, skip, and pause buttons work great. And then you can also activate voice assistant as well, which works great as well. So the buttons, ANC, transparency, and all of that stuff works great. So next I want to talk about the low latency mode on here. So I used that when I was playing games and also looking at videos. I activated that, and it works exceptionally well. There was no latency, to be honest with you. So they call it low latency mode, but I didn't have any latency with these. Watching movies and playing games, they were excellent. Now plugged in, like I said, I use them with my laptop. I watch movies and videos with that. And wired is always going to be a little bit better than wireless or Bluetooth. So I had no issues with that. So next, let's talk about the AI feature on here, translation. Now that is fun. Now you can choose the language, and they have several of them on there that you can choose from, where you can speak the language that you want to speak, or where you can choose the language that you want to speak, and it'll translate it into that language. Or if someone's speaking to you, then you can have it to translate what they're saying to English. So it's a lot of fun, and it works great as well. Here's a little demonstration. Okay, guys, so we're going to try out the AI translation feature. We're going to go into the app, go over to the AI section. Now right here, you got meeting, recording, real-time translation, simultaneous interpretation, and AI chat. Let's try out one or two of these. I'll let you guys see how it works. We'll go to real-time translation. Now I have it set up to where It'll translate from French to English. You can change this to whatever language you would like. I remember a few French terms from when I went to school years ago, and you can also change what it translates to as well. So let's try it out, see if it'll work without it being on my head. Now right here it says hold the button to speak. Bonjour. May have to get it a little closer. Bonjour. And as you guys see, it says hello. Probably work better with them on my head. I'm just doing it like this. So, comment ça va? And there it is. How are you? So you guys see that that works very well right there. So next, let's go ahead and try simultaneous interpretation here. So this will be two people, one person speaking French, while the other person speaking English. And again, you can change the language here as well. So with this, you have to touch the display when this person is speaking English. And then when it's time for that person to speak French, you have to touch the display to allow them to speak. So we'll start with the French here. Comment ça va? How are you today? So as you guys see, it works very well right there. So you can have your conversation going back and forth between two people. So that is a demonstration of some of the AI features there. Let's get back to the video. So as you guys see, it works great, and it's a great feature to have on there as well. So now let's talk about the sound on these, how these sound. And for phone calls, the ENC was great on them. I could hear them very well. They could hear me very well. So listening to music, I listened at all different genres of music, whether it was pop, rock, R&B, rap. I listened at a whole different genres of music because I wanted to hear how they sound in different scenarios. So the bass is really heavy on these. I mean, it felt like they were just kind of rattling on my ears. It was so much bass. And I had to go in and change it from bass to mild bass, I think it's called. And as far as loudness, they were so loud, I had to run them about 3/4. It was the loudest that I could hear. Now, besides loud and bass, they sound excellent. They got excellent mids and highs, and it just felt well balanced. And like I said, I'm not an audiophile, but now you do have the ability to go in and EQ these as well. Yeah, man, so this is my follow-up on the TOZO HT3 headphones. I think it's a great value at this price. Definitely go pick them up. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Will H. I'm out.